Okay, I gotta make this quick. It is like 1:30 a.m. I have work tomorrow. But message to myself. I just had an epiphany tonight. So please, 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 to future me, please, to future me. What is that? Fuck. Anyways, to future me. Okay, if you're feeling like shit, sit with it and think about why you're feeling like shit. Because I just fucking realized tonight, as soon as I identified why I was feeling like shit, the feeling just went away. The feeling went away. The feeling literally went away. Like, the time that I felt like shit was because I felt like I was in some sort of low grade stress that I wasn't consciously aware of, and I was doing things to avoid the stress, and that made me more stressed internally when I didn't realize. And like, it's like I'm on fucking autopilot, and my brain's like just doing things to distract myself from it and not confronting it, made me feel like shit and continue to feel like shit. And literally, the moment I identified the feeling and why I was feeling that, I was like, oh, that's fucking dumb. Like, I shouldn't feel bad anymore. And it worked. Okay, and I didn't like try to solve it like that. The way I solved it was I just fucking okay. Let me start from the beginning. Let me start from the fucking beginning. Okay, all right. This is for me. What's the date and time today? Okay, fucking one second. Fuck. Okay, Thursday, August 1st, 2024. Well, it was the day before, so July 31st, July 30. I don't fucking know. July 30th, 2024. Okay, so I get home from work. I come home. I eat dinner. I go to my laptop, go on my phone or whatever, and I'm just like, man, I really feel like shit right now. I really feel like fucking tired. I don't want to do anything. And like, just, I don't know, to start it off, I was kind of like, when I feel shitty, I start to like crap on my like aspirations and dreams and stuff. So this is really kind of random, but my latest thought or like fun thing, I don't know that I was like seriously gonna chase this down, but like the recent like what is it, lofty goal or like aspiration I had was like, man, how cool would it be to open up a gachapon shop? Like, that'd be fucking sick. Like, I feel like there's like a lack of gachapon shops in like San Diego. I mean, there's like a couple of like Bandai ones or whatever, but I was like, how cool would it be to own one myself and like, curate the selection, whatever. It'd be so fucking cool. And so it started with that. So when I got home, I was feeling shitty, and I don't know why. When I feel shitty, I just start like crapping on my own dreams and ideas. And I was like, that's such a dumb idea. Like, that won't work. That won't work, dude. And I was literally thinking, and I think I realized too, logistically, I was like, well, if I'm trying to do this thing as a side hustle, I'm working a day job. So how can I work a day job and then have a shop be open at the same time? It logistically just won't work. And here's the thing, right? Like, I wasn't seriously thinking of chasing this down. This is just like a fun idea I've had. Like after work, I always have these fun bursts of like, oh, like what other side hustle can I do or whatever that'd be really cool or fun that I'm passionate about. So that was a thought that's been on my mind for like maybe, I don't know, a couple days or whatever. And so once I had that thought today of like, you're so dumb, it's never gonna work. Like, you can't be in two places at once. I was feeling kind of like pissy at myself, and like I was already feeling like kind of annoyed, and so I was like, oh shoot, whatever. And I was just feeling like stress. I don't know if stress is the right word, but I was feeling shitty. Basically, I was feeling shitty, and I found myself scrolling. So okay, for context, for future me, for whenever I watch this, I basically deleted all social media except for TikTok and like LinkedIn, if you count that as social media. And like for some reason, something prompted me to open LinkedIn, and I started scrolling, and I was mindlessly scrolling through LinkedIn, reading the different posts or whatever, and I was like, I feel like shit right now. I'm just gonna keep scrolling. And this is me in hindsight realizing I was doing this. I was feeling that shitty feeling and avoiding it by turning my brain off and scrolling social media. But then there would be bursts of moments when I'd become a little self-aware, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm fucking scrolling social media. I literally deleted all these apps so that I wouldn't do this, and I was kind of beating myself up about it and feeling worse about it. I'm like, what the fuck? This is so weird. So it all stemmed, right? It all stemmed from me having a lack of energy and already kind of feeling shit at the beginning of the night after I had dinner. And then I beat myself up about the Bandai, or about the Gachapon thing. And then I beat myself up about the And I beat myself up about the LinkedIn thing. And then, I just reminded myself I have something on Amazon in my cart that I need to finish the order. Anyways, unrelated. So then I was beating myself up there. And then I started going on Amazon and like shopping for shit, like literally like useless shit, which at the end of the day, it actually led me to find something sort of sick. I found a new Taiko no Tatsujin plushie that I'm going to pick up. But anyways, so I was like doing all these things, right? And I realized in hindsight, again, that I was avoiding the shitty feelings I was having in my fucking head. But the thing is, I was still at the time beating myself up over it because I was feeling shitty. Like, damn, why am I doing all these like quote unquote unproductive things? And I was like, man, I thought I like got better. I thought I like improved my productivity and everything like that. But so I was kind of fucking beating myself up. Like, oh my God, why am I doing this? Whatever, just avoiding these emotions, right? And doing these things to distract myself, like scrolling LinkedIn, scrolling Amazon, whatever, shopping. And so let me think about the sequence of events here. What happened after that? So I guess I was like scrolling on Amazon for a while, shopping for random shit I don't need. And then I think the key was when I like went to take a shower, and I like this time I didn't turn on any music. I didn't turn on a podcast or anything. I just was like, okay, let me just sit with my thoughts for this time and just think about it. Think about what's going on. Like, this is kind of uncharacteristic. I feel like I've been on like a quote unquote productivity streak. Not that I've been trying to maximize everything, but it's like I've been naturally and organically doing good things that I feel like are productive and things that are working towards my goals. And I'm like, why the shift today all of a sudden? Like, work was fine. It was a little tiring, but it was nothing different. Like, why am I feeling like this all of a sudden? And so, I was in the shower. And you know what it fucking was, dude? You know what it fucking was? It's because I ate a bunch of carbs yesterday. Okay, look, this is gonna sound fucking crazy, but I'll explain. It'll make sense, I swear to God. So yesterday, I ate a bunch of fucking carbs and sugary shit, which I don't normally do. And then today, I went back to my normal diet of like mostly protein and minimal carbs, if not any at all. And this has happened to me before. This is not the fucking first time that I've done this, where like I like do a cheat, quote unquote, cheat day or whatever. Okay, actually, this is important for me to explain for my future self. So this is my thing. I don't stick to it 100% of the time, but I'm like pretty good about it most of the time. Monday through Thursday, I'll try to eat high protein, high fat, basically zero carbs or like very, very, very minimal carbs. The only carbs I would eat are maybe like a fruit, if even I try not to nowadays because it's like I still feel like it's too much. Or, maybe I'll slip up and I'll eat like some potatoes or whatever because it comes with my lunch or whatever. But so, okay, that's the thing, right? That's my normal schedule. Monday through Thursday, high protein, high fat, basically zero carbs or no carbs at all. And then Friday through Sunday, I'll go and eat whatever I want, right? So that's my normal schedule. And my body's like pretty used to that. What I fucking realized is for some reason yesterday, I just decided, I'm going to say fuck it to my normal like eating habits. And I had like, oh my God, I don't even remember what I had for lunch, but I had something like pretty carb heavy. And then when I got home is when it got crazy. I ate like fucking, I think I had like a fucking like dessert bread. I had pasta. Oh, I know why. It's because yesterday at lunch, I saw this pasta dish that they had that looked really fucking good because I've had it before. And I was like, oh my God, it looks so fucking good. I ordered that shit and I ate it for dinner. And I had a fucking dessert, which I normally never do. Honestly, desserts are very rare for me, especially during the weekdays. But it was like, okay, here's the other way that I rationed it out yesterday. I was like, I bought these like Mexican sweetbreads from Costco and they're gonna go bad and I have so fucking many, so I gotta finish them. So I fucking ate one of those. So I just like totally fucked up my schedule. And I feel like my body wanted that today. And I didn't give it to it. And as soon as I got in the shower, I was like, man, why am I feeling shitty? Like, why do I feel shitty? And I'm kind of beating myself up about all of the, like, quote-unquote unproductive things I did, like scroll LinkedIn and, like, shop or on Amazon or whatever. And as soon as I fucking pinpointed, oh, my God, I fucking had carbs yesterday. And today, I didn't give my body, like, any carbs. And I have low energy levels because of that. And because and as soon as I realized that, as soon as I put two and two together, like, oh my God, it's just the diet. The diet's why you're feeling like shit and you have low energy. It's not about yourself, dude, you dumbass. I snapped out of it. Immediately, I snapped out of it right away and I was like, I feel normal again. Like, what the fuck? Like, so, moral of the story to myself, process your emotions, understand how you're feeling, and if you're feeling shit, literally take 5 fucking minutes and just think about, why am I feeling like this? If I were to go back in time right now, and if I would have done this exercise, if I would have came home, ate dinner, and I'm like, man, I feel kind of shitty right now, what's going on? I would have thought to myself, okay, what did I do different today versus yesterday? What is out of the ordinary, right? Because this was out of the ordinary for me, because I was feeling totally fine up until today. I would have thought, like, what is out of the ordinary? Like, what did I do today? Okay, today, like, I had my normal lunch, I like had a normal day at work, and then I would have thought back, okay, what did I do yesterday? And I would have thought, oh shit, yeah, yesterday I did something really fucking weird. I had like this pasta that I normally don't eat, and then I had a fucking dessert, and it was like sweetbread, which I normally don't fucking do. And then I thought, like, oh my god, well, the diet is a difference. And I remember in the past, when I first got onto this kind of like this habit of eating high protein Monday through Thursday, and then eating mostly carbs, or eating carbs from Friday to Sunday. Oh, God, heartburn. Eating carbs Friday through Sunday, that's when I realized, oh my god, it's the difference. It's a fucking chemical thing in my brain, right? Because I don't know, it was weird, dude. Like, as I was going through it tonight, and I was like feeling shitty, and I would do things. Okay, here's the chain of events. I was feeling shitty, so I would do things to distract myself from feeling shitty. But then, by me doing these things to distract myself, I was beating myself up, because I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Like, you weren't doing that yesterday. Like, why are you doing these unproductive things all of a sudden? What? And I kept beating myself up over it. And as soon as I identified the root cause, which is totally, like, not... There's no reason to beat myself up over it, because it's literally the fucking chemicals in my brain, bro, because I fucking ate carbs yesterday, and dude, okay, and again, this sounds fucking crazy, but I'm telling you, dude, it's like, I don't know if it's ketosis or whatever the fuck, like, I don't know shit about it, but all I know is that there was a transition every time, actually. Most of the time, there's this transition period. When I start slipping up and I start eating carbs regularly again, and then I try to fucking go back to this, like, high-protein, low-carb diet, there's always that transition. There's always that transitionary, like, day or two where I start eating all protein and basically zero carbs, and I feel like shit for that day or the next 2 days or whatever. And then after that, I start feeling normal again. I just need to fucking remember that, bro. Don't let this fucking set you off track, because I feel like this isn't the first time this has set me off track. But the key here is, when I'm feeling shitty, this is a message to my fucking future self. If you're feeling shitty, sit for 5 minutes and assess. Think about, why are you feeling shitty? Why are you feeling shitty, right? And if I look back on my life, honestly, I feel like so much of this has happened where I would just, like, I wouldn't confront the uncomfortable feeling, and I would do things to avoid it, but then me avoiding it led to me wasting my time, which then led to me beating myself up more. So fucking be aware of what the fuck is going on to myself. Look, and actually, okay, look, I'll be kind. Okay, look, I need to practice what I preach. I'll be kind to myself right now. Good job me, because I fucking identified it this time, but this is just a reminder to myself, because it's very easy to slip up. It's very easy to forget. So I'm saying this as a message to my future self. If you're feeling shit, sit for 5 minutes. Think about it. Think about what you did, what was different. Okay, here's another thing. Okay, God, this is getting fucking long. What time is it? I have to fucking work tomorrow. But whatever, it's worth it. This is a worth it rant. Okay, look. Here are the key things that I've identified in the past that have made me feel like shit. Okay, look. Number 1, diet fluctuations, like what I just talked about, right? The whole ketosis or whatever shit transitionary period, like eating carbs all of a sudden normally and then cutting it off like cold turkey. Like, remember that. Number 1 to myself, remember that, the diet fluctuations. Number 2, are you getting good sleep? It doesn't matter the length of sleep. How's the quality of your sleep? Because I fucking slept like 7 hours or like 6 hours a couple times this past year, and I felt great waking up because it was really restful. It was really good sleep, right? So I don't necessarily think about the length all the time necessarily. I think about the quality of sleep. So are you getting quality sleep? And look, I'm going to branch off for a second into that. When it comes to good sleep, what are the different things that affect it, right? Is my fucking back hurting? If my back hurts when I'm sleeping, I can't get good sleep. No matter how long. I've slept for 9 hours, 10 hours before, but my back hurt throughout it, and I was tossing and turning. I didn't wake up feeling rested. I felt like shit, okay? That's one thing. This is so fucking dumb, and I don't know if I'm going to publish this because it's so fucking weird to say online, but, like, I have this sleeping mask that I wear to fucking block out the darkness, and if I fucking don't wear my sleeping mask. If it's not dark enough sometimes, I don't get good sleep because I'm just fucking distracted by the light fucking blaring out of my curtain or whatever. Is the temperature good? Am I too hot? Am I too cold? There's so many fucking... It feels so dumb that I have to say this out loud, but this is a reminder to myself because I've been through so many of these trials and errors, and I've done so much... Okay, what am I saying? I've done so much trial and error to figure out the different variables that can fuck up my sleep, okay? And this is why I'm trying to say it right now so I fucking remember it for next time. Because history repeats itself, bro, especially with me and especially with all of these different things that I've been through. I want to learn from my fucking mistakes so that when it happens, I don't negatively spiral and get off track. Okay, look. Anyways, going back to it. Number 1, diet fluctuations. Number 2, good sleep. Number 3, this sounds super fucking dumb, but are you drinking enough water? Okay, look, are you dehydrated? Because there have been so many times where I just fucking drink coffee all day. Okay, look, maybe not coffee is not the issue. Or I'll drink nothing all day, or I'll be like highly caffeinated, but I'll have not enough like just normal water, and I'll feel like shit. That's another thing to consider, okay? And then look, let me think what else. So there's sleep, there's diet fluctuations, sleep, water. What else is there? Whatever. If I can't think of it, whatever. That's all off the top of my head. Anyways, right now. So that is the key to myself. Okay. Okay, look. Fuck. Okay, I think I want to do a bonus one because this is like I was thinking about it in the shower, so I just want to talk about it for a second. Okay, look, bonus one, kind of unrelated, but so I'll wrap that one up. I'll put a bow on that one. So lesson to myself: if I'm feeling shit, sit down, think about it. Why am I feeling like shit? Run through all of your checklists, right? And if I think of anything, I'll mention it. But anyways, yeah, diet fluctuations. Fuck, I'm repeating myself. Diet fluctuations, sleep. One other thing I remember too about the sleep thing, right? Sometimes my fucking back just hurts, okay? Look, and when my back hurts, it could ruin my day because I'm just uncomfortable all day or I'm not getting good sleep, right? And the ways that I've found to negate that or make it better are exercise. And somehow, magically, fingers crossed, knock on wood, I fucking have not been exercising and my back's been feeling fine, so thank God for that. But, okay, here are the things that can fuck up your back, right? Not exercising for some certain time, basically it's feeling tight, it's feeling like really I don't know, like stiff or whatever. The other thing is sitting too much. This is so fucking dumb, so dumb that this actually has such a big effect. Like literally when I sit a lot, my back fucking hurts. And maybe I'm just sitting bad, maybe I'm sitting wrong, or playing guitar, right? I'm hunched over. All of these things that you don't think about. It's I hate getting old, but whatever. It is what it is, right? These little things add up and just make your back feel like shit. Okay, so keep it in mind. Exercise. If you're sitting too much, stand more, right? I have a standing desk at work and at home for a reason, because my fucking back hurts. So this is so silly that I have to repeat all this to myself. But okay, look, I don't have to. I'm doing it to save myself time because this is not the first time this happened to me. I've gone through these exercises over and over again. And actually this time I'm making a video out of it so maybe people in this world can fucking benefit from it. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll post this, to be honest, but I'm gonna fucking talk about it anyways. So, okay, that's the other thing. Your back pain, all right? Back pain. Okay, got it. I think that's it for the feeling like shit one, I think. Anything else about feeling like shit? Yeah. So that wraps up the feeling like shit one. Okay, bonus one right here, okay? So in terms of motivation and working on music in your creative side hustle, listen fucking good, okay? There have been times in the past. Okay, look, let me start it out with this preface. There are so many people out there who try to shame you, who try to make you feel like you always got to be grinding 24/7. There are people like, you got to treat it like a professional. You got to do your music shit like a professional. Even when you don't want to, you got to do it. Okay, look, and I can respect that, and depending on your goals and whatever else, there's some truth to that, obviously, right? If you're doing shit 24/7, yeah, you're gonna get better because you're fucking doing it, whether you like it or not, that's fine. I'm not saying that there's no merit to it, but I'm just thinking this is very personal to myself and how I want to lead my music career, okay? Look, so I, in the past, have forced myself to fucking work on music. I've forced myself to sit down 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, work on music. I put my fucking heart and soul into it. I worked my ass off for it. And when I released that song, guess what? Nobody gave a flying fuck. And you know what? I felt like shit because I was like, damn, I just forced myself to fucking grind through that for like months. Okay, maybe like a month. I'm being dramatic. Maybe like a month. I forced myself to do this shit I didn't want to do for a month. Yeah, maybe I got marginally better. But through the process, I fucking hated it. I was feeling like a dumbass because I was like, wow, I put so much work in this and nobody gives a fuck about it. Well, why the fuck would you do that? If you keep doing that over your entire life, like, okay, let's say even if I do that and I'm successful in 10 years, I just fucking wasted 10 years of my life feeling like shit. Why the fuck would I do that? Okay, look, for some people, I get it. I'm not speaking for everybody here, okay? Please don't get triggered. Please don't get mad at me. I'm talking very specifically to myself. Like, I'm in a situation where there's other ways I can make it. I don't need to make it like that. You know, I personally don't need to do, I have other ways that I can do it. And here's what I found works for myself, okay? When I do things that I really want to do and I'm motivated internally, organically to do, okay, maybe organically is not the word, but like I have my own internal motivation to do it rather than the external motivation of like, oh, I gotta put in my hours or I gotta do it because I'm a professional and professionals do it even when they don't feel like it. No, I'm not a fucking, okay, look, I see myself as a professional and I really do internalize that and I think of myself as a professional in that sense, but I don't subscribe to that whole like, you gotta do it even when you're not feeling it. It's like, to an extent, yes, but like as your general operating like procedure, I don't think so. Because look, if I can find a way to do it and make it, look, Ali Abdaal says this whole thing about feel good productivity. I feel like I stumbled upon it before he even came up with that concept, not knocking him, but I feel like I had it in my mind already. And then when he came out with that book and I read it and I followed it, I was like, okay, affirmed. Like, that's the way to go. That's the way I'm going to approach my whole creative side hustle thing. So anyways, let me describe that a little bit. So the whole thing about feel good productivity is you're finding ways to enjoy. And even him, I feel like it's a little more systematic than I personally like to do it. I very much am finding my way where I want to do something because I find it exciting or I find it fun. And it has the side effect of, oh, this is good content. Like, dude, honestly, what the fuck I'm doing right now, right? Like, this isn't planned. There's no script here. I'm literally just fucking talking. I'm very passionate about it because I solved the fucking problem for myself. And I want to fucking remind myself in the future not to make this dumb mistake again. But who knows? Maybe this will benefit some other people out in this world, right? So anyways, I feel like this is the operating mode that I want to approach this whole side hustle, like, creative endeavor thing, right? Because this is what gives me energy. This is what's sustainable. This is what I'll feel good about in 5 years. If I get 0 views, okay, look, if I get 5 views or some shit on this video, I will feel amazing because I didn't make it for the views. I made this video fucking for myself. I made it because it felt right and because I had a purpose to help myself doing this. And that's how I want to approach music, because in the past, like I said, I worked my ass off for something, released it to the world, nobody gave a fuck. So like, why the fuck am I doing that? Because I've had spurts of inspiration like this where it comes like naturally or organically. And I don't want to say organically or naturally because that makes it sound like it's totally out of my control or I'm not consciously thinking about doing it. Obviously, I want to do this and I'm making an effort to, but my point is when these things come out and there's less friction, but it's coming from a place of excitement and like you want to do it rather than you're forcing yourself. I think that's the key for me. Anyways, so message to myself. Continue doing things that give you energy and continue doing things when you feel good about it, right? And so I say that to myself, again, doesn't apply to everybody. This is very specialized or very tailored information to myself because I know myself. I'm an over planner. I over index and playing it safe or whatever and like quote unquote being productive. Even if I tell myself like just fuck around, don't do anything productive, my mind's gonna go to productive stuff. So I'm kind of compensating by like telling myself to do like be organic, but in my mind I know that means my fucking default like worry mindset will lead me to do productive stuff in music anyways. But the key though is that anytime that I'm doing music, it's coming from a place of inspiration and fun, and it's like me wanting to do it because I feel so passionate or excited about it, rather than me forcing myself to do it because that's what professionals do. And fucking professionals do it and they show up even when they don't feel like it. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. But like, again, here's the other thing that's specialized to that information. I have a fucking day job, right? If I don't want to fucking work myself to the fucking bone, and at this moment in time, right? Maybe in the future, if I'm like making money off of music enough to live off of, like that's a different story. But I'm talking very specifically. So all you people in the comments, don't get butthurt about what I'm saying here. This isn't even for you, bro. This isn't even for you. Don't fucking get butthurt here. I'm talking to myself here, okay? Y'all are just along for the ride. So don't fucking get mad at me, bro. All right? Don't get all butthurt in the comments or whatever. Anyways, I think that's it. I think that's fucking it. Let me just think for like 5 seconds. Okay, look, I was fucked up. I was like counting and that distracted my train of thought. Anyways, let me seriously think for like 10 more seconds. And then if I can't think of anything, I'm calling it a night because I'm fucking tired and it's late. I work tomorrow. What the fuck? Okay, let me think. Oh. Here's another thing. I want to tell myself. So, work with what you got. Do what you can now. Do what you're capable of now. Don't try to be perfect. I think I've solidified. I think I've internalized this. So good job me. But just a reminder, don't let your striving for perfection prevent you from taking any action, right? And I think I've gotten better at this. And some context for myself. In the past, I was like, I want to make EDM. I want to make all this cool production heavy like music and shit and whatever. And I realized later, it's going to take a lot of fucking work to get there. Like, I got the songwriting and singing down, but to do all that production shit, it's going to take me fucking forever. So, I would always freeze up and I would start working on something. I'm like, oh my God, this sounds like ass. Like, I wasn't meeting expectations. And so I'd feel like shit and beat myself up and then give up. But look, once I changed my expectations to let me just focus on songwriting right now, just pull out my guitar, and fucking play guitar and sing and write music, I was so productive and I was getting better and better and better and I was getting my reps in. And part of the reason the pressure's not on anymore is because I tell myself, like, this song doesn't have to be released. I can write this song. I can say whatever the fuck I want. I can be as embarrassing as I want in the lyrics. I can be as like sad boy in the lyrics. I don't have to release this song. And so I'm just going with it. And if I'm feeling like it, if I'm feeling the song and I want to continue working on it, I'll do it. But I'm not forcing myself or putting pressure like I have to finish it. Because each song, I still get some value out of it, right? Whether it's practice or I get a potentially bomb-ass song from it, And here's the other thing. I'm not afraid to drop projects anymore. I used to kick myself like, oh my God, I never finished music, blah, blah. You know why? Because if it was fucking a good enough idea, I would keep coming back to it and I would finish it. Because you know what? That fucking has happened before, like 3 or 4 times, right? If the idea is good enough, I will finish. And look, again, don't get butthurt. I'm not talking to all you on the internet. I'm talking to myself. Okay? If you abandon an idea, that's fine. Because if it's good enough, if it's really good enough, you're going to keep coming back to it. You're going to fucking finish it because your standards for what are good are on it. You got a good sense. You got a good sense of what is good and what is not. And so if it's good enough for you to continue coming back for it day after day, year after year, month after month, it's gonna happen. So don't even stress about that. Don't even worry like, oh my God, I forgot about this song and it's so good. If it was really that good, you would remember it. And that's happened. Like I said, I've fucking been doing this. And here's the thing, man. Like, look, and this is, again, message to myself. Like, don't be bummed about not releasing music. Dude, I've been fucking writing for like 4 or 5 years. I'm not even, and I swear to God, I've been writing for like 5 years at this point, dude. You've been writing for 5 years. Look, think about it. You've been writing since you fucking lived with mom and dad. You fucking have been writing for 5 years. And look, if you were to have think about it. If you were to have released any of those songs at any point between then and now, the song would have flopped because, first of all, you didn't have the skills at the time. Maybe you had the idea, you didn't have the skills to execute. But look, now I'm fucking pumping out songs. Like, I'm not saying like super easy, but like I'm writing my standards have gotten higher and I've been able to write much quicker because I've gotten the reps in. And look, like You've put in the reps. You've put in the reps, dude. Trust yourself at this point. You've been fucking writing for 5. Look, you don't have anything to quote unquote show for it because you don't release it, but that's fine. That's the whole point. That's how you fucking get better. You don't get good by just like, you don't gotta work on the perfect song and release the perfect song. Look, like, and again, to the outside world, they look like, oh man, like Brandon just fell off the face of the earth and he doesn't write anymore. I don't fucking care. And you know what? When people ask you, when's your next album coming out? Just fucking ignore them and go, it'll take some time. Because you know it'll come out when you're ready for it. And when you write that banger that you just can't stop, you can't put down, that's when it'll come out, right? And it's happened. Like I said, you've taken, over the years, man, you've gotten your songs to the finish line. You just haven't recorded them. Look, okay? And I'm saying that for the record, okay? To my future self. You've done that shit. You've written a lot of songs, okay? You fucking... I sound like Trump right now. You written a lot of songs. Okay, that was fucked up. Why the fuck did I say that? Anyways, you fucking have done it, bro. So trust yourself. Trust your fucking self. And don't fucking stress. This music shit is consistent in your life. In the times that you were thinking about it and the times you weren't thinking about it, music has stuck around, buddy. Music has fucking stuck around since you were like fucking 4 years old, bro. Earlier than that, 2 years old. I had a fucking VHS tape. Okay, look, I'm talking to myself. You remember that VHS tape from when you were 2 fucking years old, 2 years old at your birthday, singing fucking Disney songs at 2 years fucking old, bro. You're singing songs at 2 years old. And look, I'm 29 right now. Fuck, shit, dude, I'm old. Fuck, I might cut that out. I don't want to say my age. You're fucking old now, okay? But like 20 plus years later, right? Okay? And you're still singing, you're still doing music, bro. Something there. There's something there. It's never gonna leave. It's in your DNA, bro. It's in your blood, bro. You're gonna do music somehow, some way. You're gonna make it work, bro. Just accept it. I've accepted it at this point, right? But this is a reminder to myself. If I ever feel like I'm losing hope or whatever, bro, you're not gonna escape it. You're not. You're just not. It's not gonna happen. It's always gonna be with you. It permeates every fucking part of your life, whether you like it or not. Okay, so you're gonna make this music thing work. You're gonna fucking make it work, dumbass. All right, no, don't call myself that. I got really passionate right there. You're gonna make it work, bro. All right, believe in yourself. And look, I don't even have to say that because I already do believe it. I'm preaching to the choir right now. In here, I know I'm gonna make it happen. I know I'm gonna make it happen. It's just a matter of time. It's literally just a matter of time. And I think. Yeah, anyways, dude. Okay, I need to fucking go to sleep now. This is crazy. I'm gonna be so fucking tired for it. It's okay, I have coffee. Fuck. I forgot about the coffee. It's okay. Okay, future self. Okay, maybe this is a future video, but future self, drink caffeine. Caffeine's good for you, bro. Every hard moment, I'll just go into a little bit right now. Every hard moment in the past, whether it was college, whether it was job searching, whatever, long nights at work, coffee got you through it, bro. In the past year, I tried going decaf, and I didn't want to be dependent on caffeine, and I felt like shit. Just drink coffee, bro. You just drink it black. It's good for you, man. It's not even bad. You're not drinking sugar or anything or milk or whatever. Just keep doing it. You're super productive. I'm super productive. I've been so productive in the past few months because I started drinking real coffee again. Just accept it, bro. Who cares? It's free at work. Don't fucking stress about it. Drink coffee. Coffee's good for you. Okay, look, I didn't expect this video to turn out so fucking long, but message to myself. Don't forget it, all right? Don't forget it. You got this. You're kicking ass. Keep it up. All right, good night. I'm so fucking tired.